Alright, that's enough logs. Let's get to it. Alright, let's get to it. My screen looks disgusting, but hey, it is what it is. Okay, we might need to make something else because that only got us to 20. I need to use these 2 logs somehow. Let me go into a normal thingy-majiggy. Oh shit, I forgot to record, but I used...
Hey! Alright. No new drops or anything, but we're coming up on a milestone. 50 kill count. So what I've been doing is I'll keep my hit points low because of Berserker for the first phase, because as long as you stand one of the corners, he doesn't really hit you. And then when he phases out, I typically try to eat something like that. And then depending on what it is, so this is the melee, so I stand there, get a hit, run, get a hit, run. And then I typically try not to stand in the gas. And then this is the magic phase, so I turn on my magic protection. And I do eat up some. I try not to worry too much about the poison, and then you got to rotate with this one. Because it takes time to unpoison myself, you know? So I'm trying, my main objective here is to be getting the DPS down. And then he's magic, so I'm going to turn back on my magic prayer. I was a little late, and honestly, I've been getting more comfortable, so I haven't been banking, even if I probably should. So you can see, like, I have no food now. But he's practically dead anyways. So there he is, he's dead. And then I use the poison. Oh, and that's a task. Defeat 50 Zulrah. That's awesome. I knew there was combat tasks for 75 and 150. But yeah, that's kind of how it's been going. My personal best 25 seconds. So the only tasks we have less combat tasks is kill count. And while I've got you here, let me look up the task as far as Zulrah goes. Defeat Zulrah 50 times. We just did that. There's 150, 300. Disassemble a Zulrah unique. Complete all Zulrah combat achievements. Is that it? That might be it. I'm sure there's stuff for the gear too, but yeah, it's going okay. I've realized though with my regions and stuff, it's going to be hard to maintain the antidotes or the anti-poisons. But I think Zulrah is really the only place that I'm going to need it. So I'm not too concerned about that, but it is just something to be mindful of. Depending on what areas you pick, you know, it might be a struggle to get the items you need for pots. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I mean, it shouldn't be the end of the world, but it might be a little bit of a struggle. So normally, obviously, I'd want to eat up, but because of Berserker, you're going to hit higher for these first couple hits. Well, for any hits that you're hitting with lower HP. I am going to eat there, though. Probably didn't need to, but I'd rather safe up than not. Yeah, it would be nice to get the Serpentine helmet first, though, because I think that helps stop the poison. Oh, okay, now is this Jad phase or is this melee? It's melee. It's melee. This is a terrible kill. Magic. But yeah, I'd really like the Serpentine helmet as my first drop. Now, it is good when they drop the antidotes. That's 10, so that's going to help. That'll help. And I also have the recoil. I got to make sure I keep that on as well. So, yeah, there you have it. Zulrah, not much to it once you learn it. And the reason I say it's not much to it, I don't have to, I don't phase it as much because the damage is pretty good. The last thing I want to mention, the Guardian. It's nice, but if you're not constantly attacking the NPC, like when I stop and eat, it doesn't keep hitting the monster. You know what I mean? So that kind of sucks. But at the same time, I mean, the other choice is Retribution, maybe. I haven't really been dying anymore, though, so that wouldn't necessarily be useful. Plus, I don't know if the damage that it outputs works on Zulrah. So I don't know if that one would be even good for Zulrah. I mean, it'd be fine for God Wars later on, but I'm what I'm getting at is I'm fine with the Guardian. It's not bad. I don't think, you know, the Executioner axe. I mean, it's cool and everything, but at least with the bosses with like lower hit points or medium hit points, like it's just not. I don't think it's necessarily worth it. I'm sure there would be some bosses that would be nice to use it at, but the damage output you're giving, like a lot of these bosses phase or go down really quick. So I don't know. That's just kind of my thoughts on the last relic. So let me know what you guys decide to pick, and if you're still playing leagues, how are you enjoying it? Are things going how you want them to be going, or? Oh, I guess we're gonna move. But yeah, just let me know what you're up to, or have you already switched back to the main game? If so, how come? Yeah, just let me know. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I didn't have the record buffer going on. I just grinned. I didn't really have much of a reaction. Magic Fang. Magic Fang. What is the Magic Fang? I'm gonna have to look it up. I've never done Zulrah. Definitely don't want to dismantle it. Oh, that's incredibly lucky though. If drop rates are really every 102, that's pretty lucky. Magic Fang. 59 crafting. Into Staff of the Dead or an uncharged Trident of the Seas. Cool. Staff of the Dead and a Magic Fang. Toxic Staff. I don't have the Staff of the Dead. I don't have an uncharged Trident. Or is this what makes it? It can be used with a chisel in either a Staff of the Dead or an uncharged Trident of the Seas. Oh, okay. Okay. So I can't use it. I'll never be able to get a Trident. The Staff of the Dead, I'm pretty sure I can get. Isn't that drop from... It's a toxic staff. It's a bladed staff. And the Staff of the Dead? Yeah. Yeah, so I can get a Staff of the Dead. But is that what you need? Staff of the Dead? I think I just read that, didn't I not? Yeah, Staff of the Dead and a Magic Fang creates a toxic staff. Is there a task for a toxic staff? There's craft a toxic trident and a toxic blowpipe. Is there not a Staff of the Dead one? There's equip a Staff of the Dead. What about... It makes the toxic Staff of the Dead. Oh, so this is not really a good item. Like, I don't think it gets me any points. If I'm understanding this right. Huh. Well, that's a bummer. But I still need extra items to dismantle. I'm not going to dismantle it yet. I'd rather dismantle a duplicate. So I think I'll hang on to it for now. But yeah, this is not... Let me search Fang. No, nothing. Yeah, I don't think this really does anything for me. Until I get the Staff of the Dead. But it's not a task, unfortunately. I cannot get a Trident. Because Tridents are... yeah, you need Cave Kraken. Yeah. Okay. I mean, cool. I got another item. Better than Onyx, I guess, because at least I can dismantle this if and when I choose to. So, I will take it. We've killed 59. Sorry, I always forget to talk when I'm focusing. But, just the combat task. Oh, and a league task. 100 combat achievement points. That's awesome. So yeah, still making some progress. Zulrah, it's interesting because with this being easy, it's very helpful, right? But it's giving me the knowledge of what's happening that I think maybe I'd be able to try it on the main game again, which would be awesome. So that's pretty exciting for me. And this is my main focus of the leagues. That's why I wanted to start with Zulrah, because this has been a boss that I've never been able to kill. I don't know why I'm stuttering. And so it's just the fact that I'm learning how to do a new boss, even if it's learning it on a much easier scale, is really important to me for progressing my RuneScape knowledge. I mean, I sound like a dork, but also a dumb dork, because I know a lot of people find Zulrah super easy, and they do it at low combat levels, and it's just not a big deal to them. I find it challenging. Now, I don't find it challenging on leagues. I mean, we had a little struggle to start with, but now, I mean, I've done 75 kills. But yeah, this has just been really worth my time, I feel like, overall. You know, we got our stats 2092. I'm not saying this like I'm going to quit tomorrow. I'm still having fun. I might play a little bit less, to be honest with you. But still want to beat Fletchaholic in total level. It might be fun to max, but I'm finding smithing is a little bit hard to train, and then we still got to go back to agility. I don't really have a good place to make bars. Like, I don't have blast furnace. I have been using the magic book to smelt them, superheating items, and that's okay. But you know, it's just there are better ways of getting smithing XP. I could try the in fact I probably will try like the blast furnace or whatever that thing is on, not the blast furnace, the thing that's on Fossil Island. There's a task to do something there. I've never really used it before. I don't know if that's more smithing or if that's more mining. But regardless, I know there's a couple tasks there, so it'd be worth checking it out anyways. But yeah, I mean, I am almost to the point where this is enjoyable. There are a couple phases. I think maybe the Jad phase, or like that, for example. See how I got hit the 12? I'm not really sure what's hitting me. Obviously the Zulrah, so maybe it can hit through prayer. I don't know. But yeah, I mean it's going well. I'm still learning, you know, but that's, you know, make mistakes, that's part of the journey. So it would still be really nice to get the helmet. Obviously that would be a goal. Or get the blowpipe. I did realize though I can't make darts. I don't have the desert unlocked, so I can't do the tourist trap. I can't smith darts. So if I got the blowpipe, it might be really hard to sustain it. So yeah, it's just some of the things I've thought about that I didn't really think going into this. You know, I wasn't really like preparing out the proper path or anything like that. I was just like, these are the areas that I'd like to try. Again, this is kind of end game stuff for me, Zulrah. It might not seem like end game. I know we're just starting, bossing, and I still plan to do a lot more of it. But this was my main objective. The whole leagues was to get to the point where we could comfortably kill Zulrah, and get some of the uniques and just learn the mechanics. That was really my whole intention of this leagues. So I feel accomplished. Say the leagues ends tomorrow, I would be okay with it. Just because I feel like I've got what I wanted out of it. I do still want to keep playing. We're so far behind in clips that we might have content from leagues for a while after leagues. But I think that's okay because I don't have a lot of content for the main game on the group Iron Man. I want to say hardcore, but it's not a hardcore anymore. So I think that's okay that I'll just keep posting league videos until we're out of the league content, and that'll give me time to film a little bit on the group Iron Man as well. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. I know they don't get a ton of views, but it's not always about the views. As long as some of you all are watching and enjoying it, we'll keep making them. So I don't know why I said we'll, like it's a team effort. Like I'm the only one making them. But yeah, good talking to you guys. See you later. I gotta go eat supper.